All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So today we are on the Crossout test server. They have some new news coming to this game, and it involves changing all the weapons. They're gonna be lowering the power score for every weapon from rare all the way up to legendary. Um, there's going to be a ton of other stuff. Hold on, let me change the volume here. Sorry about that. But they're going to have a ton of other changes coming in update 11.39. And I will have all of the patch notes linked down in the description. I actually need to do that real quick, so let me do that. Tried to do it in Streamlabs and it wouldn't let me do it, so we're gonna do it now. Save. Okay. And it should be in the description now, guys. Let me double check. Yeah, okay, so if you click on that link for crossout.net, you will go to the patch notes for the upcoming update. Excuse me. Indigestion. But yeah, there's a ton of new changes that they're making. I'm not gonna go through all of the patch notes right this second because it would take me forever to do so. But feel free to go look at those yourselves and see everything that they're bringing. I mean, the patch notes are pretty extensive, and we're also supposed to be getting some new weapons. And there's also been a leak for legendary cabins coming to Crossout as well. So we're going to go ahead here and claim our gift. We got freaking everything. Because we are on the test server, so we got everything. We can also battle with this stuff too. But yeah, they're changing a lot of stuff about weapons. A lot of weapons are getting buffed. Some weapons are getting nerfed. Some weapons are getting nerfed and buffed. And so, I mean, as some weapons, their perk is changing entirely. So, I mean, yeah, there is a crap ton of stuff that they are changing in this game. For example, this is one gun right here that's it's getting a buff. The durability is getting increased on it. I can't remember from what to what. The damage on the goblins is getting nerfed, as you see here. I think it used to be 2 or 3. It's getting a slight nerf, and so that won't be as strong anymore. So for everybody that hates goblins and sandwich goblin builds and stuff like that, hopefully this will help you out. But junk bows are getting a 5% damage buff, and then they're also getting a durability increase, I believe. So, I don't know. Make sure to check out all the patch notes. Reapers are getting an ammo increase. As you see here, the ammo used to be, I believe, 160, and it's getting a massive increase to 325. The imps are getting, I believe, a durability or a damage buff. I don't know. Like I said, you guys will just have to go through all of them and check it out. These, I believe, got a durability increase or something. I don't know. Mace, unfortunately, because I have 4 of these upgraded, these are getting a damage nerf. Looks like it's going to be pretty damn significant. At least from what I'm seeing here, that's pretty significant. That's crippling, as a matter of fact. I don't know how well these are going to work then anymore. These might not even be viable anymore then. All of the autocannons are getting yet another nerf. Damage is being reduced. So, yeah. I don't know how viable these are going to be anymore. They're all getting a damage nerf. all of these are getting a damage nerf. From the Cyclone all the way down to the Rapier. And they're also getting a... I know the Cyclone and the Whirlwind are also getting a durability decrease. The Jewel, I don't remember. I think that got a nerf on the damage only. I can't remember. Hulk got a damage nerf. Elephant got a damage nerf. Pulsar got a damage nerf, I believe. They nerfed something about it. Hurricane's got a damage buff. So these now do max damage, and then their projectile speed is also increased by 15%. Fire missiles also got a damage buff. And as you see, the power score on some of this stuff has been decreased. I can't remember if the flute is getting a damage nerf or not. I think the durability is getting a nerf on this. For some reason, it's not showing on the test server right now. Spike 1s are getting a damage increase. So that's nice. Locust damage or nerf. Wasp damage nerf. Tsunami's perk is changing. Though it's not showing right now, unfortunately. I believe these are getting a buff and a nerf. I can't remember. Prosecutors are getting a buff. So that'll be nice. Though like I said, some of this stuff isn't really showing all of the changes. So I'm not entirely sure what all of that's about. But there's something else I wanted to check while we were on here as well. So let me go ahead and check that. Because there was, let me see, factions. I just want to look at some stuff here, like some crafting. See if we see anything new. What about, okay, nothing new in here. Market service is temporarily on, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot you can't use the market on here. There was something I was looking for. Hammer Falls, nothing's happening to those. What I'm looking for is the new cabins, but I'm not seeing them anywhere in the craftables. So, I'm not sure about what's going on with that just yet. So, there's another thing that we can do to kind of see if we can find anything new. So, let me see here. Okay, yeah, so it doesn't look like anything about the new cabins yet. Unless there's like some light blue ones that we haven't seen. No, I don't see anything like that. Werewolf. Fury, Hot Rod. Okay, so yeah, no new cabins as of yet. There was something else I wanted to check too, because we're supposed to be getting a new shotgun. And I'm not seeing a new shotgun. So, I'm not sure exactly what this is all about, because it looks like some stuff is on here and updated and other stuff isn't at the moment. But we could always test out some of these weapons that have been changed. I would just have to make a build for them. Let me see. I don't know. What do you guys want to see me test out? Like I said, the Reapers got a pretty simple buff. All that happened with those is they got a max ammo increase. The Imps got a damage increase, I believe, though, or something like that. They got some kind of buff. Aspects got a durability buff, damage increase, I believe, as well. I don't know. What do you guys want to see? Cyclones got pooped on. All the autocannons got shit on. They're going to be getting pretty bad. Structural parts. There's supposed to be some new structural parts coming, but it's just leaks as of right now, so we don't know. I mean, in the past, the leaks have been pretty damn accurate. So right now it's just kind of wait and see. But so far, I haven't seen any new structural parts in my inventory. Um, right now I'm looking. I don't see anything that I don't already have. Yeah, there's nothing new in here. So I don't know. That's probably something that's going to have to go along with the cabins, because from what I heard, what was leaked, the cabins, the new weapons, and all the new structural parts will be coming out at the same time. But again, take it with a grain of salt, because it is just a leak. And even though leaks in the past have been extremely accurate, we don't know 100% fact right now. All we know is what's on the test server, and that's about it. Now, I can't remember if the Annihilator drones got another nerf or buff. I don't think I saw those in the patch notes. The Incinerators got a buff. I can't remember what. The Kings are getting a nerf. They're getting a damage decrease. Excuse me, a blast radius decrease, not damage. So they'll do the same damage, but you'll have to be like, like pretty dead on. Or, the enemies will have to run like pretty much over the top of them to do max damage. Which is kind of how it was before, so I mean, I don't think that's going to hinder those all that much. The Dracos are getting a buff. They are getting a damage buff. Not that I think they needed it. But I believe it's a 5% damage buff. But, I mean, that adds up to 15% extra damage when you have 3 of them. 20 if you have 4. So, I mean, it does add up. And, let's see. Triggers, I believe, are getting a buff. They're getting an increase by 25% to their heating rate. So that will be nice, because it'll make them a little bit more usable. Spike ones are going to be getting a damage increase. All of the explosive spears will be getting a 7% damage debuff. So those are getting nerfed again. Thank God. Assemblers are getting nerfed. Cannons are getting nerfed and buffed. Just depends on which ones. Like I said, the Tsunamis perk is going to be completely changing. It's going to be more relevant to the Executioner's perk. It's going to be pretty much an upgraded Executioner's perk, which is what I think it should have been the whole time, because it just makes sense. It's the same kind of cannon. It's not a turret cannon. It's just a heavy mounted cabin with a limited turn angle. So it just makes sense. Why they're doing it this late in the game, I don't know. But again, like I said, the perk change is for some reason not showing up on the test server, so I don't know if they've gotten around to that or not yet. But yeah, just keep in mind that as of right now, the perk on the Namis will be getting completely changed. Hurricanes are getting a damage buff, like I said. I believe that's the only thing they're going to be getting, though. Fires are going to be getting a buff. Flutes are getting a nerf. Impulses are getting a nerf. But yeah. What do you guys want to see me use here or test out? Let me know. Because I can just go to Exhibition and make a build for them. Or whatever you guys want to see. Oh, also tank tracks are getting a buff. All of them are. Their turn radius is being decreased, I believe, or something like that. They're gonna turn faster and easier, is what I'm saying. So tank tracks are gonna be a bit more usable. As far as I know, that's the only thing that's changing about them, though. Everything else is gonna be the same as in terms of like speed and like top speed and tonnage, power, all that stuff's supposed to be the same. Yes, unfortunately they nerfed the Cyclone. I'm kind of pissed. Or they're going to be nerfing the Cyclone. The patch notes stated that they are getting a damage decrease to their explosive damage, so that's going to suck. And then they also are going to be getting a debuff to the overall durability, which they do show on here, actually. Their durability, where are they? Damn it. Cyclone, right here. So, yeah, they're going to be getting a nerf to their explosive damage. And you notice that their durability on here is also lower than what it used to be. It used to be like 570, I believe, or something like that. And they are lowering the durability to 486. Why they would do that, I don't know, but that's going to make them even more unusable, because that makes me sad, because they're usually so good. And I had just bought them yesterday too, because I'm like, well, I really enjoy using the Cyclones. I kind of want to go back to them and use them for a while. And then today I found out about the nerf that's upcoming, so I ended up going and selling those and then just buying the Tsunamis, since the Tsunamis perk is going to be getting better. But yeah, kind of sucks. What's the nerf with the Impulse? Impulse is getting a nerf to the fire rate, so they will be getting, they will be able to shoot slower, so that kind of sucks. The flutes are supposed to be getting a durability debuff or nerf, but I don't know why they would nerf the durability when it's already only 47, which that's one of the things that's not showing on the test server right now. As where the pyres are getting a buff to the damage, the explosive damage. So, Hurricanes are getting a pretty massive buff, though, so if you guys like using homing missiles and you want to run a little bit of a higher power score, I would invest in the Hurricanes at some point down the road, because those are getting a damage buff to their explosive damage, and then also getting a buff to projectile speed by 15%, so that's going to be pretty awesome. Whirlwind is getting a nerf. All the autocannons are getting nerfed. Every single one of them. From the Rapier all the way up to the Cyclone. Every single one of these are getting a nerf. It's unfortunate. But, I mean, yeah, this is the second nerf that we've had on autocannons in the last few months. And I don't see how they're really going to be viable anymore, to be honest, because they've already nerfed them pretty bad as it is, and then if they go through with nerfing them again, they're not going to be very usable, especially at higher power score. Yeah, they did. The devs are trolling us at this point. Yeah, no, I mean, there's... I don't know. I have no idea what's going on, but in my opinion, the autocannons didn't need another nerf. They were already getting pretty bad as it is, and they were borderline unusable as it is, and why they nerfed them more, I don't know. Especially, like, the Whirlwind and the Cyclone, those did not need another nerf at all, because they were already, like, getting to the point where it was like, do I really want to use them, or do I want to find a better weapon, you know? And it just makes me sad that they nerf the piss out of the Cyclone, because that's one of my favorite legendaries, and now I don't want to use it. So I guess we'll see if they follow through with that decision, but right now that's their plans. But yeah, so I wish they had the perk on here for the damn Tsunami, because I would totally test that out, but they don't have the damn perk updated yet. Hopefully they will at some point, but I have no idea. I know they do mass testing sessions, like, usually for a couple of days at a time, like 2-3 days at a time for a few hours. So if they don't have it on here yet, I'll come back tomorrow. I'll check before I start live streaming and see if they changed anything. If not, then I probably won't live stream the test server anyways. But we'll have to wait and see what happens tomorrow. Yeah, dude, I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, worst case scenario, you can always get them back down the road, but for right now, that's the plans. And like I said, guys, if you want to know little detail that's in the patch notes that they're planning for the next update. Make sure to go to that link I put in the description for Crossout's website. That's a direct link to the patch notes, so you can go check that out and read it for yourselves and see what's getting nerfed, what's getting buffed, exactly what all is going on. Because like I said, there is way too much for me to remember. There is a crap ton of stuff going on in the patch notes. And also keep in mind, like I said, take everything with a grain of salt, because they could decide not to do some stuff, or they could decide to change some stuff. So nothing is finalized until we get the actual update. Right now, this is just what's in the works on the test server and what their overall plans for like the next week or two are. Elephant is getting nerfed. I believe it's getting a damage nerf, and it's also, I know for a fact it's getting a durability nerf. So yeah, Elephant's getting nerfed, Hulk is getting nerfed, Little Boy is getting nerfed. As to where the Tsunami line of cannons is getting buffed. So yeah, that's what you have to look forward to as of right now, but we'll see what the final changes will be. The Judge, I believe, is getting a buff as well. Prosecutor, I believe, is getting... I don't know. I don't want to say anything on the Prosecutor because I can't remember exactly what's going on with that. I believe it's getting a buff, but I'm not sure. Elephant is just a better looking Fat Man. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, its damage output is pretty much the same. Durability is pretty much the same. It's just a little bit more fancy, a little bit more attractive. But yeah, I agree on that. That's why I don't buy it, because it's just an overly expensive, fancy Fat Man. Junk bows are getting a buff, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that already, but they are getting a buff. Increased durability and damage, I believe. I can't remember exactly, but they are getting buffed. So those might be usable again. Actually, I think the Fafnirs are getting buffed as well. Thunderbolts are getting buffed. I don't know. Like I said, feel free to check out those patch notes. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. And if there's anything you want me to want to see me actually play with before I end the live stream, let me know. Otherwise, I guess that's about it. I mean, there's not really much else to go over at the moment. I mean, there's some stuff I guess we could test out, like the triggers. I guess we could make a build real quick for those and test that. Whoops, I accidentally hit my mic. We could make a trigger build real quick and test that out, which I actually kind of want to do, if anything, just for my own personal satisfaction. So let's just make a quick little build here. Nothing too fancy. Doesn't really matter what it looks like, honestly. Just throw that on. Sure, why not? And then, let me see. We'll use the base triggers because the ones I have are already upgraded, so I don't want to go using upgraded ones. So why don't we go ahead and just stick on a single one for the time being. Let's put on, actually, you know what? Let's test out the tank tracks too, because those are supposed to be getting a nerf, or a buff, excuse me, a buff. Their turn radius is supposed to be better, so I kind of want to check that out. Alright. Let's see. Oh yeah, that seems a little bit better, but not super significant. It's a... I don't know. Seems a little bit better. What about standing still? Okay, it does seem like it moves a little bit faster standing still. Alright, let's see. Okay, yeah, that does seem a little bit better. Yeah, that heated up pretty quick. So then I'm curious to see how fast 3 of them heat up then. Um, wait, hold on. Oh, that's one of my upgraded ones. Thankfully that wasn't for anything special. Let me see here. Um, okay. Well, apparently I gotta use each one separately. Or click on each one separately, excuse me. The developers are such good trollers right now. Play with Cyclone or Tsunami. Well, Tsunami isn't really going to make much of a difference because the perk hasn't been added yet for some odd reason. But I can play with the Cyclones for sure. I can actually use my same build for those too, so we'll do that here in a second. What am I looking for here? Oh, I need a generator. I'm just, whatever. Right there. Doesn't really matter. This... Okay. Let's see how these do now. And yes, I know I am using the humpback, but that's because I want to test their base heating and damage. Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. So these the triggers are definitely going to be a little bit more usable, it looks like. Yeah, their heating rate is definitely better. Okay. Alright, yeah. I can go ahead and let me get this build real quick. And then I'll go ahead and throw on the Cyclones. I usually use 2 on my builds, just as a reference. So that's what I will be using on this as well, is 2. Oh, give me one of these. Okay, we're gonna have to space some stuff out here, so let me adjust this. Because Cyclones are some thick boys. Let's try that. Yeah, there we go. That works. Okay, and then we just gotta do the same thing on the other side. Like that. On here like that. My other Cyclone. Right there. Throw some paint on it, and then we'll take it to battle. Oh, I guess it would probably help to take off this ammo pack in the back. Ammo pack in the back. And put on like some coolers and stuff. So let's do that too. Where? Give me a cooler. Stick that down in there, and then give me a radiator. Just put that right there. We'll just throw these in here, cause yeah. Okay. Alright. Let's go test this out. Did you see the legendary cabs? Yes. I did see the leak about those, but it's nothing confirmed yet. It's just a leak, so we'll see. By the way, there are some Mustang structural part leaks. Yep. I saw that too. More race car builds. Yeah, should be able to make some pretty cool race car builds at some point, but we'll have to see what happens. There's one thing I want to do real quick. I want to move that over. Especially since these have way lower durability now, almost 100 less durability per one. Pretty sad, but we'll see how this goes. Alright, I mean, it seems like they still do okay damage, but, I mean, that durability nerf is pretty bad, dude. Pretty fucking bad. They already get blown off enough as it is, and now they're lowering the durability even more, so, I mean, that's just, it's not it's not good because the less durability autocannons have, the quicker they're going to get shut off, less usable they're going to be because you're not going to be able to make as much use of them. Just makes me sad. Yeah, I know, right? Yep. Dude, I agree. That shit's so whack. Actually, we'll just go for Michael because... Yeah, I mean, I can definitely tell that the damage has been decreased. It's not super significant, but I mean, it's enough to notice. It's definitely enough to notice the difference. I mean, I would have had that kill if it wasn't for the bot, but... Can't get any hits on him. Teammates in the way. But yeah, so, I mean, that's about where the Cyclones will be at if they follow through with the nerf. So it's kind of unfortunate, but, I mean, we'll just have to see. Killed a lot of people in low PS. Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about the Cyclones, yeah, I mean, Cyclones are going to excel regardless in low power score. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll decide to keep the damage buff and just, like, or keep the damage buff. Keep the damage where it's at and then, like, just nerf the durability. I don't know. Like I said, we'll just have to wait and see what their final decision is. I mean, I'll let you guys know when we get the final patch notes. And, we can see where the devs went from there and see what happens. But, yeah, for right now, that's what their plans are, is how these are right now. But, yeah, these are the only autocannons I cared for as well, so. Any other weapons you guys want to see? I mean, you can see on the damage bar right here, the nerf on the, goblins. I think their damage was 2 before, and it's down by a half a bar, so... Thunderbolts were supposed to get a buff. I can't remember what, though, and why... Hold on, why is their damage only at 2? Okay, I think the test server is kind of whacked out right now, because there was... Like, these are only at 2 as well, actually less than 2. I wonder... Huh. That's interesting. Whirlwind? I can test out the Whirlwind. Probably try and run 3 of those. Whirlwind. These are 5 energy apiece, right? Yeah. Yeah, I can test out the Whirlwinds. I know this isn't the greatest mounting job here. We'll try and throw on some more armor. Okay. That's going too slow. We need to... There we go. I think I should be able to add these, right, and still be able to shoot. Yeah, we'll be aight. Should be able to add on a couple more on the back. Whoa, what did I do with the... Oh. Hold up. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we can test this out. We'll just do the same method as we did with the Cyclones. We'll just do 2 and then the radiator and the cooler. And then Goliath tracks, yeah, I can test that out next. Yeah, cuz I'm kind of curious about that as well. Cuz the The turn speed is supposed to be a lot better. I don't think that whirlwinds are going to be as viable though. Because they were already pretty fucking bad after the last nerf. So I mean, we'll have to see. Fuck, dude. Really? Eh. They're okay, it seems like, but not the greatest. I wouldn't run these at this power score, I can tell you that much. Like, you're better off running these at a lower power score. Okay, for some reason my car didn't want to turn right, it wanted to go left. I need a new controller, guys. I gotta get a new controller next month, and I'm getting a new headset too, which should make my voice sound better too, so you guys should be able to hear me better, and it should be a lot more clear and everything. I need another enemy so I can test these out more, but I mean, you see, like, I mean, one of the whirlwinds is almost already blown off, and that's after, like, a couple rockets hit me. So, I mean, yeah, not good. Not good. I think the main problem with the nerfs on the autocannons as a whole is going to be the durability decrease, because I don't think that they had enough durability as it is. Well, I mean, the whirlwinds were the exception. Their durability was decent, but I mean, like, for example, the cyclones. We'll do one more with the whirlwinds because that was a shitty match. But the cyclones, like, if anything, they needed more durability, and their plans are to give them less now, and that's not good. Because them things already got shot off quick enough as it is. Yeah, I agree. I'd say like maybe 7K or lower if you can make it happen. Maybe 8K if you have a really good build put together. Watch out, fuckers. And the reason why we're not seeing a lot of players is because a lot of people don't really, like, they don't really get on the test server. It's mostly YouTubers and people that are, like, really, really into Crossout that know about the test server that usually get on it. Because, I mean, not really, like, a lot of people don't, like, say a whole lot about the test server, but look how pathetic the damage is on these, dude. And I'm even at range where they excel, and I'm barely doing anything. This is so bad. So bad. And I lost one. Look at that. What is that? 60 damage a shot? Jesus. Alright, so I mean, hopefully that was enough gameplay on those. And then you wanted to see the Goliath tracks. So we can try those out real quick. We'll just make like a simple sandwich build. We'll just do like we can do a couple of Reapers. And see, I'm not sure how wide I'm gonna need to make this because I've never made a sandwich with Reapers before, but we can see. I might have to make it twice as wide as that, but let's see, Goliath tracks are... Oh, we didn't get Goliath tracks. Never mind. Well, that kind of sucks. And I can't buy any either because you don't get access to the market on the test server. Yeah, so sorry about that, guys. Yeah, they didn't give me Goliath tracks. That's really weird. Why did they not give me Goliath tracks, but they gave me all the other ones? Huh. That is really weird. I don't know why they did that. Yeah. Not on me though, guys. That's on the devs for not giving me the Goliaths. That makes no sense though, because they were supposed to give me everything that was in the nerfs and buffs. Huh. Weird. Legendary cab is sick. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be pretty dope. We'll have to wait and see more, guys. Yeah, that really sucks. I kind of wanted to test out the Goliaths. And, yeah, just for show here, there's no legendary cabs yet. And I also checked on the, guide here. As you can see, the highest rarity right now on the test server is just epic. So we will have to wait and see. But yeah, we definitely got new stuff coming. I mean, I already know that. What's fact, what's fiction, I have no idea. We'll have to see. But yeah, so if that's all you guys wanted to see, I think I'm probably gonna end the live stream there. If there's anything else you want to see real quick, speak up, and I will test it out. But, I mean, for the most part, I've gone over most of the information. If I missed anything, like I said, make sure to click on that link that I put in the description to Crossout's website. You can check out the full patch notes on that. But yeah, I'll give it a minute or two here, and if you guys want to see anything else, let me know. I'll go to my storage here so you can see what all I got. Alright, see ya. Thanks for showing up, though, Wumper. Alright, guys. Well, I think that's where I'm going to end it then. If you liked the video, don't forget to like. If you haven't seen my channel before, make sure to